Hi, welcome to SBRForum's World Sports Weekly show. I'm Natalie Rydström. The international cricket season kicks off in England next week. First up on the schedule are 2 test matches between England and New Zealand. Here with us now to discuss this and more is SBRForum contributor Richard O'Hagan. Richard, thanks for joining us.
Hi, Natalie.
Bet365 has England priced at 2-1 favourite in the first test against New Zealand. The draw is priced at 9-1. What's the play here?
I would be going for the draw, to be honest. Although England have a good record against New Zealand in this country, the weather forecast in England is not looking that great. You usually do lose time to either rain or bad light during May anyway. And given that a rain-affected game counts as a draw for the purpose of any market in cricket, I would say that you're definitely going to be looking at good value on a draw. I don't think England can actually beat New Zealand in the time they will have available on the pitch, because I don't think they're going to get a full 5 days play in.
Is now a good time to get into the top batsman market? And if so, what's your tip for England and New Zealand?
Now's a very good time to get into that market. It's always better value in these kind of markets before anyone scores a run. It's just purely and simply, you don't have the balance. It's only a 2-test series as well, so in fact it's even more important in this particular context, because as soon as someone gets out there and makes a big inning, their odds are going to plummet. I wouldn't necessarily be looking on the England side at the likes of Alistair Cook, the captain, or Jonathan Trott, because they are going to be at short odds anyway because of their reputations. But Nick Compton, the new opening batsman, made a real name for himself in New Zealand. He struggled a little bit on the previous tour in India, went to New Zealand, made his first 2 test hundreds. He likes the New Zealand bowling. He's going to be playing in familiar conditions. He had a brilliant summer over in England last year as well, which will help him a lot because that was a wet summer. So he's used to making runs in bad conditions. And he's going to be good value at round about 5-1. On the New Zealand side, short odds will be on the captain, Brendan McCullum, because he's a very, very aggressive batsman. He did very well against England in New Zealand, but the grounds in England are much bigger. It's going to be harder for him to score runs because he likes to hit the ball in the air, and they're going to be fielders where he's going to want to hit it. So look for someone who's a bit more nuggety, a bit more focused, and I would say go for Kane Williamson, who's a young guy, bats number 3, one of the few New Zealanders to have made a test century very early in his career, and I think he's going to find conditions over here again to his liking. He's going to be able to grind out the runs the way he likes to. And I think, again, he's going to be around about 4 or 5-1, so he'd be a good value bet for you.
OK, now South Africa's priced 4-1 to win the IC Champions Trophy. Do you see this price moving much?
Make Africa are a bit of an enigma when it comes to the one-day game, because they always start out competitions as a strong favourite and they always find a way to make a mess of it. And so I wouldn't necessarily be looking to put money on them, even if the price does get longer. I mean, obviously it goes really long, like out to 9s or 10s, then I might be tempted. But back at the end of last year, someone asked me to pick my top tip for this year, and I picked England to win this competition. It's the last ever ICC Champions Trophy. It's going to be the last chance they have for a while to win a competition on home soil, and I think they've got the players to do it. So I would say the South Africa odds are likely to drift, because now everybody's going to listen to this and pick England.
Now, are you surprised that New Zealand is priced at 14-1 to win?
That looks a little bit ungenerous to New Zealand. They're a good side. They've got some good one-day players, certainly. People like Brendan McCullum, Ross Taylor, the former captain. They'll hope to have poor Jesse Ryder back after his horrific injuries when he was assaulted back in March. So I think, yeah, they look a good price at the moment. That sounds too long to me.
Richard, thanks for joining us today.
You're welcome.